Hey, YouTubers, the stock market and the coronavirus. Okay, I really wanted to do another, I've done videos on both the stock market and the virus, and I wanted to combine the two and just to talk about what I perceive. And I'm just a guy, but I'm pretty hooked in. I have an economics degree and I've worked in a law office and been a broker since 1987. And so I think I have a little bit of insight to contribute to how fear is utilized and emotion is utilized in markets. And, you know, it's all about fear, false evidence appearing real, or fuck everything and run. I like that one. But anyway, I digress. With this virus situation, you know, it's really being pushed down on the down low. I had did a video. I'll put it up there. I'll put a link up there. How the mortality rate is much higher than is being reported, simply because they're taking the number of deaths and dividing it into the infected at the time that the deaths occur, which really shouldn't be. It should go back to when the people were originally infected, and at that time the number was much smaller, so that inflates the mortality rate much higher. So the mortality rate's really high in this deal, so it's a big deal. So I'm really praying that you know, that it is contained, because it's a very scary thing, you know, that's happening. But I think the reason why we're not being told the truth, and that happens so much in the media. I mean, you look at every single media outlet, they're pushing their own book, and the truth is lost on many levels, primarily because they're pushing their own book. With me, I'm trying to be completely honest about what I feel, and again, don't believe what I say. Check these things out and become a logical, critical, educated thinker. You know, I love George Carlin's old skit where he said, the owners of the planet don't want you to be a logical, critical, educated thinker. And they don't. I mean, that was timeless. That was a skit he did back in the 70s, and it's applicable today. That the owners of this country, and we live in an oligarch, inverted totalitarian state, where you have the middle class is getting more and more eviscerated. You're having the elite getting more and more powerful and rich, with everybody else being their serfs, being their servants. And I don't want that. I want to see more equality in the system. But I'm a capitalist. I have two businesses, so don't get me wrong. I'm not a socialist, but I believe that we need more equity in the system. And the elite are really killing the golden goose by manipulating and eviscerating the middle class. But anyway, I digress. Stock market and the virus. So, you know, I think there's a huge push right now for Trump and for the powers that be. Not so much Trump, because he kind of doesn't run the show. He's kind of a figurehead. The corporations, we live in a corporate state. They really run the show, and they want the stock market up there. And he has a vested interest in keeping the stock market elevated until the election. If he does that, he's probably going to win. Whether you like him or not, you know, I try to be indifferent. But he has a vested interest. And just the other day, the Fed did 2 injections. I think something like 32 billion and then another 40 billion in one day, because they want to keep the stock market up. So, you know, it's going to keep going up until it doesn't. It's artificial. The utilization of high frequency trading is amazing. Mnuchin, the Treasury Secretary, he was real involved in developing algorithmic systems that manipulate the market. Talked about how Goldman Sachs and other these huge investment houses, who do over 90% of all trades on Wall Street, they'll do what they call front running. They'll put in a bunch of buy offers, and that'll drive the stock up. And the retail investor would buy the stock, and wow, the stock's going up. And then the last minute they'll pull all the orders and sell, and the stock will drop. And it screws retail investors all the time. And it's a total manipulation. And Goldman Sachs has had months and months and months and months of day trading profits every single day. And statistically, that's not possible unless it's rigged. So it's rigged. Just my opinion, but I'm right. So, you know, we live in a rigged system. It's really good to see past that and educate yourself and see what's really going on. And the virus thing is being suppressed because they want the market higher. So the powers that be want Trump. because the tax breaks to Wall Street going from 35% to 22%. I wish I had that. I paid more taxes with my LLCs this year. So that's that. So everything isn't what it appears to be. Educate yourself. And I like closing the video saying, our prime purpose in life is to help each other. I really believe that. And if you can't help someone, don't hurt them. Of course, unless you're being attacked, then you got to fight them off. But anyway, a little caveat in there. If you like my channel, please subscribe and share this video. Give me some thumbs up and put some comments down below if you think I'm just full of it. Tell me. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.